Hi there, welcome back to Still Waters ASMR. Today's video, I'm continuing on looking at my sort of decluttering, organising of my house, and today we're looking at the kitchen. I'll actually be filming this in several installments. This is where we're at today. So this is my kitchen. I'm only showing you half of the room. What's behind me is like a dining room area, but it's a mess, so I'm not going to show that side of the room. So we have got, you kind of come into the kitchen, got a window there, another window there, so you've got the fridge, an under-counter fridge, sink, and a gas electric combi cooker over here. It's got a gas hob and electric oven, because we live rural, and if we get power cuts we can still cook because we've got gas. And then we have this sort of island in kind of desktop countertop here. So I am currently working my way through the cupboards and just doing further organising. I kind of did that when I first moved in because we were combining two households worth of stuff. So I'm currently working at organising everything a bit better. So one cupboard I'm going to be focusing on today is this cupboard here, which is like our medicine cabinet, and it is horrendous at the moment. I mean, you see we take up the entire cabinet, and I'm going to be going through this and throwing some stuff out, organising it, and I'm actually currently, the measuring tape and the notepad here is me writing down measurements of cabinets, and I'm going to be ordering some little shelving and some tubs and things, some containers to go into these cupboards to organise them better. So that's why I'm saying that I'm doing this in several parts. I'm going to come back to this in like a few weeks' time, however long it takes for the stuff to arrive and for me to get it finished. So I'm going to leave this cupboard open because we're going to come back to that. In this drawer we've got like stationery stuff, and oh gosh, yeah, that's a good point. I should really get some drawer organisers for in here. Down here we have got all my Systema plastic tubs. I have a problem, I love them. And then I'm starting to collect all the baby stuff down here, like baby bottles and things. So we've got plastics, we've got instead of the fridge. This drawer here is our towels, hand towels and dish towels. This cupboard down here, we have got appliances. So we've got scales, waffle maker, hand mixer. There's a slow cooker back there, a blender, all sorts of things. Down here we've got pots and pans. Well, actually that's really just pots down here, with bigger ones in at the back. This drawer here is like my husband's, what we call Brock drawer. It's like kind of, Brock is a Shetland word for like rubbish. It's his man drawer, so I'm not going to open that. He gets to keep one man drawer. This is a food cupboard. I'm probably not going to do much with this. It's got a nice, really handy spice storage on the door, which I really like. And then we've got like all of our like tins and jars and like extra pasta, and I know we have like juice in here, and we have like bread, and it's quite dark in there, I'm sorry. Bread and soup and that kind of thing in this cupboard. Now we have a Rayburn in the kitchen that's behind me, and it gets like soot everywhere. So I'm actually working my way through all the cupboards and like wiping them out, because that needs done on a regular basis. This cupboard we have got like spreads and jams and stuff. We've got extra mayonnaise and then extra ketchup tucked in at the corners. And we've got like diluting juice, biscuits, nuts, sweeties. So it's basically like snacks and condiments and diluting juice. Here we have got a cupboard with all of our glasses. Wine glasses up top, normal glasses down below, varying sizes. The view out the window, which we're very, very fortunate to have. A few bits and pieces on the windowsill. So this mug is from my grandmother's house. She used to feed it. She used to give us like hot diluting juice and those sorts of mugs when we were kids. If we weren't feeling well, and I got my chicken salt and pepper shakers. And I used to have this set of dishes. I chose to downsize them when I moved here, but I kept one item just to kind of remember it by. Okay, so over here on the counter we've got toaster and a music system in the corner, and obviously all of our dirty dishes and jars that need to be recycled. Over here I've got a teapot that was a gift from a friend, a little jar I got in Arizona, and a Le Creuset egg cup, which was a gift, which needs to be cleaned. It needs a bit of a dust. Over here we've got a microwave, chopping boards on top, knives beside in the block. We have little heat pad things here for putting underneath pans. My husband's tankard, which is filthy. Wow, because it's got a glass bottom to it, but you can't really see through it. That needs a clean. One utensil pot with spoon rest, our lovely kettle, more dirty dishes, and we've got some more like pot rests. We've got a London one with a cat batting at the London Eye, a Hawaii surfboard, and that fish is from New Zealand. Lamb milk cake from the mother-in-law. It's amazing carrot cake. My husband likes it very hot. So over here we have got my husband's drink cabinet. This is just, so we've got kind of wine and stuff down the side here, but this is just literally my husband's whiskey. And then he's got some empty containers, and we've got some various different whiskey glasses and stuff we got as wedding gifts. So that's basically just a whiskey cupboard. We've got more alcohol through in the utility room. Where was I? We were working our way around. So we've done there, under the sink is like all the cleaning supplies. I'm not really going to do much with this cupboard. I've already got a caddy for keeping all my cleaning supplies. I just pull the caddy out when I want to go clean the house. And I think that's supposed to be in there, but never mind. So that's just kind of like all the cleaning supplies. We'll need to get new child locks when baby arrives. Over here we've got a drawer of plastic tubs. And then we've got utensil drawer, which I got a utensil divider for, just to sort of tidy it up a bit. And then we've got a cutlery drawer. Both me and my husband both had sets of cutlery when we moved in, and my set's really nice. I had a gift from my parents, so I kept it. So you have like 2 sets of cutlery in here. So I mean, like, there's no way we're ever going to run out of cutlery. This drawer here is the tin foil, cling film, food bags, that kind of thing. Down here we have got a filthy cupboard, but we've got like Pyrex dishes, oven dishes, gravy boats, jug, measuring jugs, mixing bowls, sieves, that kind of thing in this cupboard. We then have the cooker. Here we've got a drawer that can't actually open properly because the cooker's in the way. I just have some napkins in there. Down here we've got baking trays and various different baking type things, and frying pans and more like roasting pots and things. This drawer is like instruction manuals and stuff. This drawer is medication that we use on a daily basis. So it's like all laid out so we can like you easily get to our daily vitamins and things. And then this cupboard here is all of we've got our nice dishes in the bottom, proper Denby. And then we've got an assortment of like just placemats and generic dishes with some plastic cups and things at the back. And then up here, this cupboard here, we have got oils and salt and pepper, gravy granules, that kind of thing, vinegar, like cooking sauces, and up the top we've got stock cubes and that kind of thing. So I'm going to put a little shelf up there and get some baskets. We're going to organise that cupboard a bit better. And then this cupboard here, I've already started doing this cupboard, so I've already ordered the cereal boxes. Went in this last week because this cupboard was basically just stressing me out. So we've got cereal boxes now, we've got coffee. In the corner we've got tea and hot chocolate. Up there we've got all my baking stuff. So we've got extra tea and coffee like tucked in there. And then we've got all the baking, we've got flour and sugar, and I'll lift you up so you can see there's like tins of pumpkin and chocolate chips and all sorts up there. That cupboard is going to get overhauled. I've got a list of things I'm going to buy for that cupboard. Down here we've got jars for pasta and rice. We've got tea bags, our little sugar bowl with a cute little duck on the front. And then this cupboard here, I've got a nice set of Le Creuset breakfast stuff I got from a friend. That was when me and my ex-husband split. She bought that as a gift. It's like a housewarming when I was moving in by myself. And mugs. And then up there we've got coffee pot and percolator and a few extra mugs. So that is how the kitchen currently looks. I am going to be overhauling this cupboard here. I might move some things out of this cupboard down here, and I'm going to overhaul that cupboard up there. So basically all the food cupboards. I'm going to go through and overhaul the... I'm also going to go through all of the cupboards. I've got like... the dishes and pots and pans in it and clean them out. There's some I've already done. So like the mug cupboard I've already done, the drink cupboard I've already done. So basically I've done this cupboard, that cupboard, and that cupboard. I've cleaned them out, like wiped them down and everything. And the cupboard down here with the dishes, because we just recently put our new dishes in there. So that's been recently cleaned. So I'm basically go around and clean every single cupboard, take everything out, KonMari it, get rid of what doesn't make me happy. And then we are going to... get better kitchen organising for the food cupboards. And so I'm going to go away, I'm going to order a bunch of stuff, and in like a few weeks time I am going to show you how it ends up looking. But first I'm going to go through all the medicine cabinet stuff and get rid of some of that stuff. Okay, so I am back. It's been a good week or two since I filmed the last video. I've tidied my kitchen more, so you can actually see more of it now. The table's actually been cleared and it's actually kind of clean and tidy in here. I have gone through all of the food cupboards. They've all been cleaned. They have all been sort of cleared out. I ordered a bunch of things online to organise them. I've just finished doing one of my other cupboards, but I'm going to do a few more bits with it. But yeah, I'm just going to talk you through the rest of the kitchen. So over here, So we come in the door, that's our front door there to the house, and then we come and come into the kitchen, which is right beside it, right beside the front door. We have first of all got the bin, general waste, tins, plastics, drinks cartons, although only the tins and cans actually go in that bin because everything else gets burned in the Rayburn. Paper, card and cardboard, again, typically gets burned in the Rayburn, so that's normally empty. Shopping bags, and glass recycling in the purple bag down below. We have then got bookshelves and with books and CDs and things. We've got the table, a nice decent sized table. Fantastic view out the window from the dining table. Can't really complain about that view. My husband came home with flowers for me the other day, so it's making the kitchen look nice. And over here we've got the Rayburn. So it's a solid fuel Rayburn. You put so that is where the ash collects down at the bottom and you can empty it. The solid fuel goes in that compartment. That is an oven, and that is like for heating plates or something. And then you can also cook on the top. You lift these things up. It is dirty. We've got our buckets of peats here ready to go in, and some rubbish waiting to be burned. And then up above we've got the pulley, which is great for drying clothes, but I mean, you can see the state the roof is in, just how sooty it is. So we do, I mean, we're going to redecorate in here, we're going to re-wallpaper and repaint and things like that. I'm going to paint this all like a nice light yellow colour. But I love the pulley, it's great for drying laundry on like bad days. And you've got the cupboard with the water heater and some junk at the bottom. It's a work in progress. I did clear it out and it's got messy again. Here we've got some drawers, onions and plastic bags in that one, more plastic bags in that one, which I need to downsize, I think, the plastic bag situation. And then this one up here I've got oven mitts. So my husband's set and then my set, which my brother bought me, which are shark ones, which I'm utterly in love with. So the kitchen work surface I have cleared because that's like my husband's collecting spot. That's where all those junk accumulates, and I just dumped it all into that drawer there for now because it was annoying me. I'm not going to show it because it's got like personal information. Actually, tell you what I'll do. Okay, what I've done is I just put a magazine upside down on top so there's no personal information showing. So what I've done here is I have got it was a little set I got on Amazon of black metal mesh, like desk tidy stuff. So we've got a pen pot, we have got a 2-tier sort of in tray, and then like a document stacker thing. The idea being any stuff needing action goes in here. Once it's been dealt with, it goes in here. And then like on a regular basis, I will then file it away. That's stuff there also kind of needing something done with it. We have got binoculars, because we live in the countryside and we're nosy about what's going on. Phone, which has been zapped by lightning, so it doesn't work right now. Yeah, and then the deep fat fryer. So we've been through the cupboard, so this is still as it was. So that's worse because I've dumped a whole bunch of stuff on the counter into that drawer. So the drawers still need to be done, that drawer and my husband's junk drawer. But let me show you what I've done with the medicine cabinet. So you remember previously all the shelves were full. Well now, it looks like this. So what I did, so in the interest of full disclosure, I have spent about £100 on storage solutions for my kitchen, which is horrifying, but it makes me happy. So So what I've done, I've got little hooks. They were cheap from eBay. To hold the keys. So we've got like spare car keys and all of our like motorbike keys. Oh, and I just realised a whole bunch of them are actually fallen down already. So a couple have already fallen down. So I'll need to put them back up again. They're maybe too heavy to hold. That's my motorbike keys. There's quite a lot in the bundles. In fact, let's see if I can shove them back up right now. Oh, they're like stuck to each other. And then it's like, no, we'll do that later. That's frustrating. We might need to get stronger glue. Over here we've got sun cream, after sun, and bug spray. Bug spray is being used a lot right now because the midges are horrendous. The plant outside's looking awfully good with all its flowers though. Anywho, up the top we've got first aid manuals, the first aid box. It's got like bandages and things, tubey grips. That basket there has got like some first aid stuff. So like your disinfectant solution type stuff, like your Dettol or TCP or that kind of thing. And then it's also got extra painkillers, it's got cough medicine, that kind of thing. All frequently used medication is now in the drawer, the medicine drawer that I mentioned earlier, with the extras up here. So if you need to restock the drawer, you can take it from up there. I then got little clear plastic trays, one for my husband's like prescription medication, one for mine, and then that extra one is like some like vitamins. And then I put a little shelf in so my husband's razor and this cleaning solution can sit there, and I think that's like a charging stand for the razor. So it just makes it like, so previously this filled the entire cabinet, now it's basically one shelf with a few bits down here. I'm keeping this clear in case we need somewhere to put baby stuff. So I'm keeping that clear intentionally. So I'm really quite pleased with that. It's looking so much tidier. I threw out a bunch of stuff out of date medication and things like that, and then just downsizing it. I am going to do some further tidying where like we've got medication where it's like a big box with just like a little bit of tablets inside. I'm going to cut the label off the box. We have the details, keep the tablets and then put them in a baggie and then put them in those trays, so it takes up less space rather than having lots of big boxes with not much in it. The tin of soup is out because it's out of date, and I've taken it out to sit there to remind me to eat it. What else have I done? So the junk drawer still needs to be done. I forgot the word for junk drawer. We call them rock drawer, man drawer, whatever. Down here, I've just done this cupboard just now. So the herbs and spices I have organised. So we've got herbs and spices. There was some I've like cleared out because they were like massively out of date, and I had extras, so it's like, or things I just don't use. Down here we've now got juice, rice and pasta, tuna jars, and then there's a whole bunch of cans down that side. I think I might get another big basket to go to hold like the pasta and stuff. Up here I have now got this cute little basket. This is dirt cheap, £1.50 from Tesco's. And it's got some noodles, it's got some like broth mix and split pea type things, and garlic and stir-in pasta sauces and tomato puree. The back there we've got soup and tins of soup, packet soup, and pot noodles, and then the eggs. I had like eggs that are like a month out of date in here that had to get thrown out. Then I've got a basket for bread related items. That's actually a basket I nabbed from under the bed. It's going to go back under the bed once I get one in the same style as this but bigger to hold all the bread related products. I said I'll get another basket like that, but in that sort of size, but in that pattern, to hold like some of the stuff down here. Just to kind of keep it a bit tidier. Then up here, I finally actually got a bunch of jars in the sink soaking, so they can go out with recycling. Still a few bits and pieces that need to be dealt with. But I've actually done dishes. My mother-in-law actually was here yesterday and she did some dishes for me too. I felt kind of bad. And we've got a sprig of from the raspberry plant outside that's got one berry still on it. It had a bunch of berries on it as my husband brought it in and he's been eating them as they ripen. And a little flower from the bunch. And of course now we have a boat outside our house because that's perfectly normal. So up here we have now got organisation. So up the top we've got crackers and oatcakes in the corner here. They don't get eaten much, it's really only me that eats them. This easy to pull out basket has got all the biscuits in it. So we've got chocolate biscuits, we've got digestives, ginger snaps, rich teas, hobnobs. Us British like our biscuits with a cup of tea or coffee. And so now, especially if you've got guests around, I can just pull out this whole basket and offer people a biscuit. And they've got a selection. At the back, I keep my fajita kits up the top just because it's a handy place to put them. We have now got a little shelf in here. We've got nuts, extra packets of nuts in the side. Up the top here we've got a basket for currently open nuts, just so they don't end up falling over and spilling nuts all in the cupboard. And some sweets. So that's like for sweets and nuts in that basket. And then this basket here is for crisps. And then whatever, I buy big multi-pack bags of crisps. The big multi-pack can live through in the utility room, and then I just stock up with a selection, and then that just slots in there. There's a big pack of kettle crisps. So now it's like biscuits, crisps and sweeties and nuts, and it's neatly organised within the space for my fajita kits to put the back. Down here I've still got my ketchup and sauces here, my diluting drinks, and then my extra oils and salad dressings and things. And then my mayonnaise, extra mayonnaise is in this side here. But we've now got down here, we've got custard and tinned fruit and like olives and crinkle cut beetroot and extra pickled onion. And then up top is the spreads. We've got jam. Jam normally lives in the fridge, but the extras is here. Chocolate spread, peanut butter and honey. So that's all organised. What else have we done? So yes, the medicine drawer here, I said it's now got all of our daily medicine that we take, so vitamins and any daily medication we're on, and it also has got like paracetamol, cold and flu, heartburn, anything like that that's kind of more your kind of everyday plasters or band-aids, all that kind of stuff is all in here. That way it's all easy to access. I originally had things like paracetamol at the very back. My husband went and took paracetamol out of the overflow from the cupboard because he was like, that's too far back for me. He had a sore head and he couldn't be bothered rummaging in the back of the drawer. And I was like, okay, in that case, so we've rearranged the drawer. The paracetamol is at the front now. What else have I done? So yes, over here, nice little bunch of flowers. So everything's a bit tidier now. Oh, I got an extra tub. So these are jars I've had for a really long time, but I got an extra jar. It's not the same set, but I got as close a match as I could find online for my spaghetti. So it's now up on the counter as well. So this is one I'm really particularly proud of. So we've looked at this before. This shelf is pretty much the same. I need to top up my cereals. But the top shelf, check it out. So I had previously just chaos on this top shelf. I have now got polenta in the corner, plain flour, self-raising flour, or all-purpose flour. I think plain flour is all-purpose flour in America. Caster sugar, brown sugar, granulated sugar. We've still got our extra teas and coffee extras in the corner here. But now I've got a little shelf in here, and I have got my pumpkin, tinned pumpkin, raisins, marshmallows, chocolate chips, protein powder in the very back corner because it doesn't really get used. And I now have got these really handy clear trays. I have got one easy to pull out for like my vanilla and my bicarb of soda and cream of tartar and baking powder. I've got muffin cases, and then I have another easy to pull out tray, and it's got like party candles and little cupcake holders and walnuts. It's kind of like baking supplies, and they're all now like easy to pull out and then easy to put back again. And it just keeps the cupboard nice and neat and tidy. So I'm really chuffed with that. I'm really happy with how that's come together. It's looking so much better. So yeah, basically these tubs, I think were about 20 odd quid. I probably spent about 20 or 30 quid on these shelves. More money on these little clear plastic trays. More money on these plastic tubs, but I like the way it's all come together. I can't remember the prices of everything, but it was expensive when it all adds up, but I really liked it. And this cupboard, so this shelf is pretty much as it was, but the top shelf, I've now got all of my stock cubes and stock pots in a nice neat little easy to pull out tray, and then we've just got pestle and salt and pepper, and everything else here is kind of organised. So in the end I was going to put a shelf in there, but actually I've cleared out so much that I haven't bothered putting anything further in there, because I'm quite happy with how it currently is laid out. So yeah, that is, I do still need to deal with the lamb milk because the lamb's now been weaned, so that tub can go away. It's another batch of apricots because my husband likes his apricots and that's just where they live. We do have a fruit bowl in the living room because it's quite warm in here, so fruit tends to go bad in here. So that is basically what I've done with my food cupboards and my medicine cabinet. I said I've spent quite a bit of money, but it makes me really happy having it all organised now. And I still kind of have some going through of like pots and pan cupboards, and like the cupboard down here that's got all the like the Pyrex dishes and the bowls and that kind of stuff. There's stuff in at the back there that I know hasn't been used in the past year. So basically these corner cupboards have got things right in the back. I'm going to pull all the stuff out from the back, and if it's not been used in the past year I'll probably get rid of it. Or if I think it's unlikely it'll be used. So yeah, everything's had a bit of an overhaul and it makes me happy. And yeah, I think that's all I can think of whittering on about for now. So then I'm going to get a couple more baskets for that cupboard down there. But other than that, that's me mostly done organising my kitchen. So for now, I hope you find this video interesting, if not boring enough to put you to sleep. And I will catch you again in a video soon.